To Trump and to Netanyahu, these terms are an imposition on the Palestinian people. Now, in the short term, by which I mean 24 to 72 hours, it's a positive because you have this exchange of prisoners and you have somewhat of a ceasefire. On the other hand, according to the terms of this plan, such as it is, there's no question in my mind that this is not a peace plan as such. As affirmed by the International Court of Justice on 19 July 2024, where the court, in its advisory opinion in that seminal case, affirmed that Israel is not sovereign in occupied Palestine, that it's physically present there unlawfully, that it must leave that territory as rapidly as possible, which the General Assembly determined had to have happened by 18 September 2025, just a few weeks ago, and which hasn't happened, and that most importantly, no state, no third state, including Spain, can aid or assist Israel in their continued presence in the occupied territory. It's very hard to trust in law in view of the fact that in Palestine, there's a very clear double standard being applied and that the law is not being adhered to at all. I understand people's cynicism, but we can ill afford to allow ourselves to be overtaken by cynicism. Certainly the Palestinian people aren't doing so. Despite what is happening, the Palestinian people will continue to press for their legal rights, not merely their political rights, but their legal rights to accountability, criminal accountability for those who've done what they've done to them, for their right to self-determination, their right to freedom and independence. Those things won't go anywhere. The universal application of international law matters despite what the hegemonic powers in Washington and London and Berlin have to say about it. But if enough political pressure can be brought to bear on states, including by people, ordinary people who are protesting, as this movement builds up a crescendo, pressure will result in change. The more pressure that is brought to bear on the occupying power, on the apartheid regime of Israel, on a regime that is committing genocide against the Palestinian people, the more likelihood that international law will be respected. We can say cynically, well, the Israelis won't change anyhow. But in a world of power, all we have is law.